You're out here acting like every choice you make is being broadcast live to an audience of millions just waiting for you to mess up. You rewrite texts 5 times before sending them. You overthink conversations that ended hours ago and stress over things that no one else even remembers. And for what? A gold-plated anxiety trophy? Hate to break it to you, but no one is handing out medals for most stressed over hypothetical situations. You're just running yourself in circles for absolutely no reason. And yet, here you are, mentally exhausted, overwhelmed, and probably feeling stuck, not because life is impossible, but because you're carrying a mental backpack filled with useless worries, other people's opinions, and imaginary problems that don't even exist yet. And why? Because you haven't mastered the simplest, most freeing skill in existence, which is not giving a fuck. See? You hand out fucks like they're free samples at a grocery store. You give them away to everything and everyone. For example, giving a fuck about what people think of you. You give a fuck about being liked by people that you don't even know. You give a fuck about impressing people who wouldn't notice if you disappeared. It's like you're running a charity for unnecessary stress. And guess what? You've been trained to do this. Society drilled it into you, to care about how you look, to care about what people say, to care about being liked, to care about everything, all the time. But here's the truth. Nobody told you to be selective about it. Nobody told you that caring about everything is the fastest way to burn yourself out. So let's be real. You're not exhausted because you're doing too much. You're exhausted because you're thinking too much about shit that won't even matter in a month, let alone in a year. Think about it. That time you spiraled because someone didn't text back fast enough, did it actually change anything? No, but you still wasted energy on it. That heated argument about who's the GOAT in your favorite sport, did it put money in your pocket? Nope. Did it bring you lasting happiness? Not even a little, but you still gave a fuck. The truth is, every fuck you give drains your energy. Your peace of mind isn't infinite, yet you're out here throwing it away like confetti at a parade. Let me put it this way. You wouldn't throw your money at useless things, would you? So why the hell are you throwing your fucks at them? When you care about everything, you dilute your focus. Your goals become blurry, your confidence takes a hit, and you end up chasing approval from people who don't even think about you when they go to sleep at night. And here's the hard truth. Most people are too busy worrying about their own shit to actually care about yours. So why the hell are you exhausting yourself trying to impress them? But before you misunderstand, not giving a fuck doesn't mean being an asshole. It doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or treating people like shit. It means being selective with your energy. It means choosing what actually deserves your time and what doesn't. It's not about apathy, it's about priorities. Because when you stop giving a fuck about distractions, you suddenly have the time and energy to focus on the right things like your goals, your values, and the people who actually deserve your attention. Everything else other than that is not worth your time. It's just dead weight dragging you down. You have to let it go. And once you let it go, you'll feel much lighter. And here's the best part. This is not complicated. It's literally just about getting your priorities straight. Here's what you need to do. Number 1, know your priorities. What actually matters to you? Give yourself 5 minutes and write that shit down. Your family, your health, your career. Cool. That's your list. And if something isn't on that list, it doesn't get a fuck. Number 2, stop seeking validation. The second you stop needing approval from others, your life improves instantly. Nobody's opinion of you matters unless you let it. Stop checking likes. Stop waiting for compliments. Stop giving a fuck about who approves of you. Number 3, learn to say no. If something doesn't deserve you, don't do it. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Simple. Stop wasting time on shit you don't actually want to do. Number 4, set boundaries. Some people are energy vampires. They constantly take your time and energy, leaving you exhausted, unmotivated, and emotionally drained. Protect your peace by setting firm boundaries. Your time and energy are valuable, and not everyone deserves unlimited access to them. Learn to say no without guilt. Distance yourself from those who bring negativity into your life, and if necessary, cut them off completely. Prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish. It allows you to give from a place of abundance. When you prioritize yourself, you have more to give to those who truly deserve it. Number 5, embrace discomfort. People will judge you no matter what. Let them. Their opinions have nothing to do with you. You can't control what others think, but you can control how much power you give to their words. Growth comes from stepping outside your comfort zone, even when it means facing criticism. The more you embrace discomfort, the stronger and more unstoppable you become. Number 6, detach from outcomes. You can't control everything. If you could, traffic would part like the Red Sea, and your coffee would never go cold. The truth is, obsessing over results only leads to stress and unnecessary forehead wrinkles. Instead of worrying about the perfect outcome, focus on showing up, putting in the effort, and enjoying the ride. Life has a funny way of working out when you stop trying to micromanage the universe. So, take a deep breath and do your best. Now, here's the fun part. When you stop giving a fuck, life gets easier. Your energy goes up, your stress goes down, your mind gets clearer, you feel lighter. Why? Because you're no longer carrying the weight of useless bullshit. But let's make one thing clear. Not giving a fuck isn't about being reckless. It's not about saying, fuck everyone. It's about saying, I choose where my energy goes. It also doesn't mean you stop caring about everything. You should care just about the right things. The things that add to your life, not take away from it. And if someone calls you out for not caring, that's their problem, not yours. You're not responsible for how they feel about your choices. Here's my last piece of advice. Life's too short to waste on imaginary problems. So stop handing out your energy like free samples. Focus on what actually matters. And most importantly, get yourself a well-deserved break. You've earned it. You are not here to please everyone. You're here to be you. So don't stress over things that don't matter, especially because you're a cutie pie.